Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Hey, I'm just calling about the smoking deal here.
Yeah, go.
Well, a lot of smokers need the regulation because they're very irresponsible as far as throwing butts everywhere, especially at the beach. They think it's one big ashtray.
If the butts at the beach were the biggest problem, how about people are effing slobs? I was in Miami. I went into the water, and I was disgusted. There are Pringles cylinders floating around.
Most people are like that.
And chip bags and bags from stores and flip-flops and all kinds of crap.
Dead witnesses.
That people, like, I'm guilty every so often. You know, I'll flick something out the window, but never. I usually think, what's going to end up with it? It's usually biodegradable or something. You're not going to, like, I wouldn't throw a Pringles can in the ocean off of Miami.
Well, that's why we have littering laws, too, because most people are irresponsible.
Dude, if you're right about that. I agree with you. A lot of smokers are pigs with their butts. But how about you ban that? You're right, ban it. And also ban baby changing so I don't have to smell that disgusting loaded diaper in a public place.
That's right. You're right.
Goddamn parents that bring their babies to the beach. They change that goddamn diaper.
Well, he's a baby. What do you want him to do?
Bury it.
I don't know. Keep him home until he's 11.
Running around on the beach with that monkey diaper on.
Yeah, just loaded.
Loaded up.
It's cute.
Oh, adorable.
That's cute. Oh. Their little fat legs fumbling clumsily in the sand. Oh, look at he fell.
Where's that shark that went without a meal when you need him? Just swallow him whole, crappy diaper and all.
These guys hate kids.
Little tenderizing down he goes.
I don't hate kids. It's the parents I hate. Kids have no choice with their stupid, over-imposing parents. Parents are the problem.
So what do you hate about kids?
Nothing. Kids are okay. I actually have a nephew I love very much. Kids are cute.
You know something? Kids are great when they're other people's.
Right, exactly.
No, when they're other people's that can control them.
You shake the shiny object in front of their face, they make that big, toothless, goofy smile, and you laugh, and it's fun, and you leave. The last thing I want to do is have to deal. You know something? I went out to Colorado. Remember, Buddy? But you were in the softball game a couple of years ago.
You'd make a good parent, though.
No,
man.
I wouldn't.
You
I'd be
would
a
do it the right way.
horrible parent. He's a dad now. Remember when he's playing ball and stuff, drinking with the guys and everything? You should see him now. Everywhere they go, he's a pack mule. He's a pack mule. You gotta take the baby crib thing with you. And there's the bag with the baby stuff and the baby seats that you gotta fasten into the car that's baby friendly. And then when you get there, you gotta unload the baby stuff. Now you open it up.
And while you're doing that, you hear this. Other people on the plane can't sleep, Jimmy.
But that only lasts a few years.
No, and there's your entire life.
And there's benefits to having a family, Anthony.
You know something?
Tax break?
God bless you if you choose that route in some future juncture.
Christmas is that much better.
Christmas. And that's one thing I hear, too. You know something? Christmas meant nothing to me for so many years because I had grown older. I kind of forgot what it was like to be a child. But now I'm living Christmas through my child's eyes. Christmas.
Play with the ball, Jimmy.
You know how you live Christmas? You treat yourself to a nice big-bottomed Spanish hooker on Christmas. Then you remember how great Christmas was. I don't mind kids. It's the parents trying
Feliz Navidad, Jimmy.
Hold on. I got to get back to Anthony for 1 second.
Yeah.
So, but is Buddy happy being the pack mule now?
Abso-effing-lutely.
All right, so there you go.
He's very happy.
You just can't understand it because it's not your kid.
It's two very beautiful, well-behaved children.
So he's happy.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
There is no problem.
It's just a different stage in his life.
Oh, here's what it is. I've got it.
Okay.
Having a baby seems to be like when you fell asleep next to the bean pod in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Before it happens, you're fighting it tooth and nail. You hate it. You look at the people that have changed and go, oh, my God, look at him. He's pointing out everybody. What is he doing? I don't want to live this life of post-bean pod. And you fight it tooth and nail, and the bean pod people look evil and horrible and nasty, and it's a terrible way to go through life. There's no you're lacking some of the things that you would have had prior to the bean pods.
Pre-pod.
Then you go to sleep next to the pod. You wake up, and all of a sudden you're one of them. Everything's fine. You're not sad. You don't miss what you had because you're in another phase of your life.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall asleep next to the bean pod ever. I like pre-bean pod. You're looking at post-bean pod. and you're kind of digging it.
I'm digging it.
I never look post-bean pod and dig.
Why?
Because it's frightening. It's a whole different way of life. I have seen everyone that has had kids changes absolute and complete. There is a whole change of lifestyle. There is no more spontaneity in your life. Period.
No.
Goodbye.
No.
How?
It doesn't have to be that way.
No. And it is. You cannot pick up and go, give me 2 tickets to goddamn Bahamas. We're going this weekend.
You get 4.
You can't take infants.
No, you can't take
it's a change. Yeah, but then you're not going down there and getting your mixed banana daiquiris. But woo!
But it's called a sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Thank you. I don't want to make sacrifices.
But the infant thing only lasts. The infant stage doesn't last 25 years.
Long enough. By that time, your life has changed so much. There's no getting back to the partying and fun.
You got 18 years before you can do anything.
And you're lucky. You could get like a nanny to make it a little easier.
I'm talking about the average person
that figure out stuff, and they get nannies and stuff to make it so they can still do stuff.
Dude, 99.9% of the people cannot get nannies. What they do is they have their babies, and it's the end of spontaneity. It's the end of just picking up and going somewhere and doing something.
For a while.
For a long
18
while.
years.
For long.
Yeah.
Even when they're old.
Take care of the kids.
You got to take care of them.
Then the kid's going to get old enough. He's 16 years old. You're not going to leave him alone and ruin your house.
It's
you
a
can't
sentence.
Trust a little
It's
bastard.
a goddamn jail sentence. You're in prison. You're in baby goddamn prison. It prevents you from doing anything. I love the idea that this weekend, if I damn well wanted to, I could jump on a plane and go somewhere and be on a beach drinking daiquiris with my chick and not worry about where the baby is.
If your dad thought like you wouldn't be here.
And thank God my dad was an a-hole and had children.
Your brother wants in. Brother Joe.
To agree with Anthony, yeah, it wasn't that.
Your phone sucks. We'll wait till he comes in. I'm sure he's coming in with Laird at some point to plug Bar 9 tonight.
All right. Why don't we take a break?
Anthony, Dad was a pod person?
We'll just, my father fell asleep next to the bean pod. He woke up and had 3 kids.
I'm just worried about, because my girlfriend's talking about having a kid, and I black out. But she's actually looking around the apartment thinking this place isn't baby safe. And I told her, me being the father of a child isn't baby safe.
Right. You're a hazard.
What am I going to, what are you going to tell the kid?
He'll figure it out.
What are you going to figure? I'm not.
I've seen you break everything you own.
I know.
You're horrible.
I guess it's horrible. I had a goldfish. It died. I mean, come on. And kids eat like every day, I've heard.
It's always about the feeding and the caring and the change this and the whole partnership dynamic between the husband and wife, the guy and the girl. All of a sudden it turns from becoming this impassioned thing about effing and being in bed and sucking and doing things to you change them, you wash them, you bathe them, you take them here, you do this. And where does that leave room for your poor schlong?
Yep.
Where does that come in?
What do you want to name the kid? How about Bear Trap?
Don't you want a minivan? Some of them are.
No.
Some of them are kind of sporty with sporty names.
I got my SUV. I got my Jeep.
We had a whole discussion, like guys calling up trying to tell us how minivans are cool.
They're not
just because they renamed them with sporty names.
Yeah.
I got stuff around my house too. Baby kangaroos can choke on things I got laying around the house.
Yeah.
They are everything I own. Every possession I have is 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter big, just big enough to
covered
lodge
in lead paint.
Right, lead paint. I have burning cauldrons of wax just sitting around for aesthetics. I don't care.
Hot coat hangers all over the floor.
That's all you need. I have apples with razor blades as displays, just all around.
Is there anything worse than somebody telling you a story about their kid and including just trying to express how cute and how smart the kid is, and the whole time you're thinking, I really, really wish you would have fallen down the steps in the 3rd month. Not because I don't like the kid, because your story is awful.
And then they're telling you with the kid drooling like a carrier monkey all over your stuff.
It just becomes fully involving. The child or children become the parent's life. There is nothing, everything else is at least second place, usually 3rd or 4th down the list.
She's my little pride and joy.
I got a quick story. I was at a sushi restaurant in Huntington,
Sushi.
Sushi. How was it, Rich?
Sushi. And we're sitting there, nice little place, you know. Everyone's sitting around enjoying their sushi.
Yeah.
And this couple comes in with a newborn. I don't know, kid's maybe 8 months old at this point, right? They're getting ready to sit down right next to us. The kid starts projectile vomiting water all over the restaurant.
That is beautiful.
They were so mortified, and they just had to turn around and leave. They didn't even offer to clean up. They just knew they had to get the F out of the restaurant.
That is great. The parents don't understand. We don't think they're cute. No. We think they're annoying. Remember at Philly when I got to the airport very early? After my jaunt back to New York to get cigarettes,
yeah.
I came back, and we went right to the airport to go to sleep. Here
You're right.
is what showed up.
You would make a horrible parent.
Dude, I like doing spontaneous fun things.
He went from Philly to Manhattan to get cigarettes, and then back to Philly so we could fly to Buffalo.
Right.
It was great. Picked up and went. I didn't care. Not a care in the world, Norton. And here, me trying to sleep at the airport. Here's what a parent let the child do for 2 hours.
Oh, my God. There's a visual. There's a visual. What are you doing? Dude. Are you having a nervous breakdown?
No, this is what I heard. Back and forth, back and forth.
Can we get that on video? For the website? Get Steve in
Your
here.
little legs.
Don't the people see other people trying to sleep?
They don't care.
You don't see it. You don't say, grab your little friggin' rat and say, hey, see the person sleeping? It's not nice
I think at that
to
point,
make noise. They don't give a crap.
Now the parent's exhausted and has given up.
Not my problem.
Because they think that we're supposed to help raise their stupid children. And
right.
You know what? We don't care. I don't care about your kids, man.
They are so
Jim,
goddamn inconsiderate.
You don't want to have a family either?
I'm not knocking
I'm
families.
not going to have
Maybe
a family
that
that intrudes on other people. I'm going to have the kids are going to behave themselves.
If I have a kid someday, I will. And kids are fine. It's the parents who don't control them.
It doesn't take a village. It takes you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Hillary Clinton, of course you would. It takes a village to me.
Yeah, here he is.
Martini Steve.
Martini Steve. What? All right, wait.
Wait, you got to explain it again for the video camera. This will be up on FoundryMusic.com.
This is what the little bastards kids did at the airport. I'm trying to sleep, and the kid is here's where I'm sleeping.
One more time, right the camera.
That was what I got.
Steve, label that.
Shut the up. It's still on the air.
Steve, label that Ant has a nervous breakdown. And just show him running toward the camera.
Inconsiderate. There he goes.
Woo! There he goes. Martini Steve has left the studio. We're going to break. Relax.
I hate when they talk to the kid in front of you because they want you to hear the interaction between them and the kid.
No, they want you to look. I'm making an effort, but the kids possess. There's nothing I can do about it.
No. I mean when it's a friend and they want you to see how smart or cute the baby is. Like Timmy did really well. Don't you know what 8 + 8 is, Timmy? And the kid's supposed to answer, and you're supposed to go, "Oh, isn't that?"
Yeah, look how cute.
I never acknowledge it. I never ever acknowledge it.
But that's all some of these people have. Is
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's all they have.
And I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested in all they have.
They're tough effing luck.
Exactly. What do I have? I have a deep, stinky belly button. That's what I have. I sniff it on my own.
Opie and Anthony.
A hugging, loving kiss fest between Adam Ferrara and my brother, Bro Joe.
I miss Brother Joe.
Mikey, what's going on?
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right.
Listen, I got to take the other side on this one. All right, here's the deal. I spent 20 years in the bars. I was the single guy. Anthony, I was you. No question about it. I understand everything you're saying.
Yeah.
But here's the problem.
Yeah.
You don't understand the other side. You are, for lack of a better explanation, the virgin trying to explain sex. Okay? And here's why.
Okay.
Because now I have 2 kids.
Yeah.
And what you were saying earlier about how exhausting it is to put the car seat in the car and carry the pack and play with you everywhere you go.
Pack and play. He's got to know things
Let-
like the
let me
pack
tell-
and play. All right,
That's
all right.
You-
Let him finish.
You said it. Now here's the deal.
Yeah.
There's nothing more exhausting than trying to go to the bars.
That's a
trying to
good
hang out with
tired,
some
though.
bimbo.
That's a good tired.
Yeah, it's a good tired,
No,
man.
it's not. Life
Dude,
is
you
useless.
are post-bean pod. You fell asleep
right.
next to the pod. You are not human.
But you're pre-bean pod.
You
trying
can't
to explain post-bean pod.
Yeah, I agree with Mike.
You don't get
can't
it.
fully understand because you don't have kids of your
No,
own. You
no,
probably
because-
have a
Exactly.
different
Look,
outlook on the whole thing.
I see it unlike he does. I see the child without the love, that unconditional love that goes along with it being your goddamn kid. That's his problem, is that he has that unconditional love for that little kid. I don't. Nor does anybody that doesn't have kids. So when you're at the airport trying to sleep one off, and there's one of these little bastards running around screaming, I get pissed. And I look and go, that guy should tell his kid to shut up.
But you would have been pissed if you didn't spend the whole night getting cigarettes in Manhattan.
Because I could. I could pick up and go. I could pick up and go anywhere I want at any given
Passion
moment.
on this subject scares me.
It should.
It scares me.
It's
You're
all
out of your
about,
mind when it comes
you
to
know what
this.
it's about? You know what it's about? Freedom!
Were you loved?
It's about
Were you
freedom.
loved as a child, Anthony?
Yeah, I think so. I was a little latchkey kid.
Something's going on in that
I'd
head.
get home from school.
Something is going on there.
No.
Something happened to you as a kid.
No. This has
Did you get the
nothing to
proper
do.
love? Did you get to play Little League?
No, I didn't want to play Little League.
I played Little League.
Joe played. I watched TV, and I played with dinosaur models. That's what I did.
Do you
as a
see
kid.
these parents treating their kid, I don't know, and you didn't get the attention when you were growing up?
No.
I'm going to play psychologist here.
Nothing about
Because
attention.
your passion it's scary.
It's all
You know,
about my life and the way I like to lead it, and I like the freedom of being able to do things, go places, go to some strange, faraway, exotic land like Miami, and just at a moment's notice. And I don't like, on the other hand, when parents with children step on my freedoms.
You know what we did see? We saw a lot of frustration in the old man growing up. He
That's
always
true.
wanted to be,
Okay.
He always wanted to be like a cowboy or a biker or do things that having kids
Right.
really did not fit into.
He ended up. That's what he ended up doing.
I
He
wanna be
ended
a
up
cowboy.
That's what he ended up doing. He moved to California
and became a cowboy.
He got horses and
Call it immature,
cattle.
call it stupid, whatever you want. But this is what me and Anthony are very, very passionate about. Not being taught. I don't
He
have a
knocked
pet.
up mom with Joseph.
I don't have
and had to get married.
Pretty much. I don't
And then
even
two
have a
kids
pet.
later, he's sitting there going, "Holy crap, I'm stuck."
I
So
have
he
a
never
goddamn
wanted you
spider.
guys, and that, I think, plays into this.
Whether he never wanted us or not, I know when I was hanging out in California, he was damn happy to have me out there.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
you know,
That's good to hear.
It was kind of nice.
Well, because he missed the pack and play years.
Yeah, no pack and play back.
That's you
They had
post-pack and play.
the barbed wire bassinet back then. They just didn't know. Goddamn kid! There's my father's mind. Yeah. God, this would be great. I could be a cowboy. What? Joseph, shut up! I'm having the cowboy fantasy. Oh, shut up! I could be a cowboy. I could do that. I'll go out to California. I'll get. Rosemary, shut that kid up! Oh, I can't be a cowboy. I have kids. I can't be a
But
cowboy.
he became a cowboy.
He couldn't
He
afford
did.
to buy a horse.
I know.
That was the problem.
But I think. There he goes. There goes Pops. Happy trails, Dad. Oh, and that goddamn kid yelling again.
It's Joe.
Oh, Joseph! Quiet! I'm a cowboy! On a steel horse I ride, I'm walking! Set it alive! Oh, the kid's crying again. Rosemary, feed that kid! You're pregnant again! Oh, it's the Italian law. We gotta call him Anthony.
Don't you believe in birth control?
Jesus Christ! Yeah, what the hell? They weren't packing no rubbers back then? Shut the kid up. I'm a cowboy. Look, I got my 6-shooter. Oh, I just shot Joe. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that is it. Maybe I saw, like, Pops really didn't want to be a parent.
He was pigeonholed. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't do the things he wanted to.
It was always the way it was supposed to be back in the 50s when they got together. All you ever heard about was, well, you got out of school, you went into the army, then when you got out, you married a girl, and you settled down. You settled down with a nice girl. Why don't you settle down? Like Henry settled down with a nice girl. Oh, the biker? Yeah. Oh. Roll. I'm taking Joseph and putting him on the gas tank and driving around the neighborhood.
No, you're not!
That's what he used to do. Dude, he has it. What did he have?
He had like an old Yamaha.
Yeah.
Little piece of garbage. I think it was like a 500 or something.
And he used to put us
on the gas tank.
He'd put me on the gas tank and my brother on the back and ride around the neighborhood. No helmets. They didn't know about helmets back then.
Nah, you didn't have that.
It was back in the days. They didn't know. Cigarettes helped you. They cured lung fever.
Cigarettes made your skulls thicker.
Right. Oh, come on. Road! Take the kid. I'm going out with Jimmy McNally. We're riding. I'm going down to the bar.
That was the forefinger dude, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jimmy McNally, forefinger.
I'm going out to the bar.
To freak us out.
See, at least your father wanted to do something. My father was exhausted. He didn't want to do anything.
All the time.
All
Your
the
pop
time.
is exhausted.
Tired.
See? From being a parent.
Yeah, from working and being a parent. The best thing we did, he took us to Adventureland on Long Island and put us on the bumper cars, you know, with the big sticks that goes up.
Yeah, with the sparks that come down on your head.
Fry you. And
yeah.
He was so tired and aggravated, he had to take us there. Go ahead, hit something else. Hit it. You wanted to ride this. I don't want to hear your asses burning from the sparks. You made me come out here.
See, that's a guy. Now, Big Joe, your dad, was with Louise, Wheezy, for how many years now?
40 years.
40 years of marriage.
Together.
Kids, and you watch, like Adam, you know, he wasn't always Mr. I'm on TV, I'm a comedian. His father had to deal with this guy, mechanically retarded. At one time, we figure we're going to do the brakes.
Yeah.
We're going to do the brakes on Adam's car. So we're in Adam's garage. And we got the wheels off, the brake drums are off, and we're changing the shoes, and Adam's got some grease on his hands. So he's wiping the grease off of his hands, right, with a rag. His father then walks in, and Adam, looking so proud, trying to please his father by showing him he's not a mechanical retard. Him and Anthony are here fixing the brakes, is wiping his hands, going, "Hey, Pop." His father goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" "My chamois, my new chamois." Adam had no clue that the chamois used for putting a sparkling shine on that newly waxed car. He's wiping grease off on his hands.
And he screamed at me. He goes, and he screamed at you. He goes, "Look, I know he's a moron.
Yeah.
You should know better." I was working on a car one day, and my father's standing in the doorway with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth and just this sick look on his face. He put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Son, you're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to work at something the rest of your life. This ain't it. Can you sing? Can you dance? Can you tell jokes? Because this, you're going to go hungry if you have to do this."
He realized. But that's the other end of the spectrum where the parent was there the whole time. And see, he's exhausted.
Oh, he's not.
My pop got to be a cowboy.
I call my father now. He goes, "Hello, what's the matter?" "I'm married."
And what is his wife's name?
Louise.
Wheezy.
Well, we're moving on now to the side.
Oh, your mama's name is Wheezy.
We lost apartments in the sky.
Without Adam's help, we're moving up. He doesn't know how to work the hand truck. He asks where the key is.
I get the show, right, the job. My father calls me and goes, "So, De Niro, the ship came in." Then it gets canceled. He goes, "It's a good thing I didn't quit my job."
Let's go to Sally. She has a problem with all this. Sally, what's up?
I was just calling. Some of the things that make me mad about pod women that you can. A perfectly normal professional woman friend of mine turned into this barefoot subservient wench, and the kid spits on her new blazer and she thinks it's cute. She rates it, like, oh, that's kind of cute.
She does what to it?
Rates it.
Oh.
Rates it.
Oh,
she
God.
rates the spit up.
Oh, I was ready to really, really like this woman.
Jesus Christ.
And then if she sees, if one of these women sees dirt on your face and they don't even know you, they happily lick their finger and try to wipe the schmutz off your face.
Schmutz.
Things like that. It just,
yeah.
Or if you're tired of the gum you're eating or you don't like what you're eating, they hold their hand out so you can spit it in it. And it just, these things.
Yeah,
that
they
you
turn
shouldn't do.
into their whole life. Let me explain to people once again. Their whole life is devoted to these little people, these little children.
But they're not even people yet. You got to train them to be people.
Yeah, they do things that you would never do in life, like they spit it. Okay, spit it out in mommy's hand, and it's like
Next thing you know, it's the car window coming down, spitting things out.
Jesus.
But it's just and the whole everything. It's a production. Everything becomes a Broadway production. We're gonna move the kid. We're gonna move the kid. We're going to the movies. We're going pack it up, pack up the children. It's a huge production. The playpens, the things.
We got to get off this subject. You're gonna have a nervous breakdown.
I'm freaking. Do you see me?
I'd rather talk about Joe's new
And
look.
the
over
kids
there.
are evil.
Joe's new look. Oh, he did. Yeah, would you
got a
shave
new
again?
look.
I have a goatee. I usually had the reverse of the goatee.
Well, I'm packing up the children, putting them in a car. I need the car seat. I need the toys. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ugh.
All right, why don't we break? We'll get off
All right,
this.
man.
We'll get off this.
What are those Star Trek kids? Friendly angel, come to me. That's what the hell they are.
Friendly angel, we should know.
Creepy little
Far
things.
away, for to
We
see.
should talk about Joe's.
Friendly angel, come to me.
Remembers the goddamn
That was it,
from
man.
Star Trek. We're gonna.
It's the Opie and Anthony